Anybody else want to come in here? Open phones. So far, so good. In fact, I was going to go to break until I saw this guy. So the break can wait. The break will float. See what I did there? The break will float. Much like the yacht that this guy is going to probably find himself on soon. He doesn't fish off a boat. He fishes off yachts. He doesn't even get onto boats. He's the yacht master.
I don't fish on boats, okay, Matt? I fish on a boat.
I got to be honest. Speaking of yacht masters, the other day I was watching the postseason, and I saw my guy Rodney Harrison. I love Rod. I'm a CBS guy through and through. CBS family, CBS guy. But I love Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison was always good to me, always good to the show. When he played for the Chargers, I can remember being out 1 week of the Super Bowl. He and Richard Seymour were having dinner, a Patriots Super Bowl. He sent me a drink. Rod did. I'm like, wait, what? I mean, that's how much I like Rodney Harrison. I love Rodney Harrison. So I'm watching Rod, and Rod's doing his thing on TV, just setting it up, breaking it up, doing great. And I text him. I'm like, yo, Rod, are you rocking a Yacht Master 2 with the blue ceramic? And he hits me back. He's like, dude, you are crazy. I'm like, maybe, but am I right? He's like, yes, you're right. I'm like, watch guys, dude. You understand? Watch guys. LOL. So good. Anyway, I digress because when I think yacht, I think Rodney, and I think this guy. Two guys come to mind when I think about yachts. Rodney Harrison for the blue ceramic Yacht Master, which is a beautiful watch that I saw him rocking on TV, and my man Eric in Orlando. Eric, what's going on?
Romy, thanks for taking my call, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Tell me you've got a story about a yacht.
I do, and I got an invitation for you and stone crab. Florida stone crab is involved, and strippers.
All right.
I'm going to be 1 hour.
Go ahead.
You, Romy, up in Fort Lauderdale on the yacht. You and Hawk are cordially invited up. We're going to have a pre-party and the Super Bowl party. I know you probably can't make it for the Super Bowl party, but we will be on board. We'll be rocking Sapphire and whatever else you want to drink, and Florida stone crab, and, of course, Diamond Doll strippers.
All right, I'm probably good without the strippers, but so you're about an hour away. So if I'm in Miami on Radio Row, if I were to drive an hour, I could get to the yacht?
Yes, and I'll give you the name of the yacht and the marina off air because I don't want the renegade clones, crashing the boat, Well, the yacht, I should say.
No, I got that. All right, do this. Stay on. Pick them up, Adam. That's great. Pick them up. Not that I'm coming, but go ahead and pick them up and get the information. You might go, Hawk. So that's my man, Eric in Orlando. He is the guy that dropped the flight deck gloss on James Kelly, who, by the way, how do I get all the way through the middle of hour number 2 without acknowledging the big head is in the house? It is Friday. Eric in Orlando just said, I've got a yacht. I've got a yacht party. I'm inviting you onto the yacht. We'll have the yacht. We'll have stone crab. We'll have Sapphire. And we'll have strippers. What do you say, Van Smack? I say I'm probably not coming, Eric, but thanks for the invite. Now, Hawk. I can't speak for Hawk. Man, Hawk will be in an Uber. Hawk's like, hey, boss, can I go? Can I go? You know what? You can go, Adam, because that way I know you won't be at some Super Bowl party embarrassing me and our brand. Just you and your own brand on that yacht. Anybody else got any invites for us? 1-800-636-8686. Here's the thing about Super Bowl week. I pick my spots very, very carefully. I'm not out running the streets because, one, I've got a job to do. It's a business trip. People do not understand that. Don't get me wrong again. I'm not crying. I'm not complaining. It's an amazing week. It's an amazing trip. It's an amazing business trip, but it's a business trip. Now, when I was younger, I might have hit it a little bit harder. But it's still a business trip. And I now realize that I do not bounce back the way I used to. Now, it's not like I'm not going to bump into one or two. I pick my spots. My spot might not be Eric's yacht in Fort Lauderdale. But I can't speak for Hawk. I've always said about my guys, my staff. And don't come rolling up on D-Dub. D-Dub is not going to the yacht. My man is all about protein and lifting weights. D-Dub, he'll be there. I've always said to my staff, do whatever the hell you want. Just don't get into trouble. Don't embarrass me. Do not embarrass the brand. Do not embarrass yourself. And make sure you're ready to roll the next day. If you want to get out and you want to press the flesh and you want to hit some of these parties, you go right ahead. I'm going to pick my spot. The other problem with me, and this is a true story, not only do I want to be responsible and be sharp, the reason I can't hit the parties is because they're so loud and you have to talk over people and I lose my voice every single time. Back in the day, remember the ill-fated tour stop voice where I would come in here after a tour stop and barely be able to talk? This is what happens when I go to those parties. So I'll be out and about, but I got to pick my spot. And generally, it's after most of the work is done. That said, yeah, I don't know, Eric. Maybe I'll surprise you. Maybe I'll be on that yacht. It is tempting, man. You got a lot to offer. A yacht, you, fishing, sapphire, strippers. All my favorite things.